If you have ever snapped bad boy or bad girl after a hit, a spill, or a meltdown, you are not a bad parent. But that one phrase can quietly teach your child the wrong lesson. It does not teach them to stop hitting. It teaches them to think, maybe I am bad. And a child who feels bad about who they are does not behave better. They hide, they blame, they hit again. In the next 10 minutes, I will show you the exact 5 words to use instead that hold a firm boundary and protect their self-worth. And if you said bad boy this morning, I will give you a 20-second repair script that actually makes your bond stronger. The pattern is simple. We confuse the child with the behavior. Your child hits. We call them bad. They refuse food. We call them difficult. They cry at daycare. We call them dramatic. They grab a toy. We say, why can't you be a good boy? But a behavior is something a child did. An identity is who they believe they are. That difference shapes everything. Let me show you. Imagine Ethan is building a tower. Another child takes his blue block. Ethan pushes and shouts. You feel embarrassed. Another parent is watching. The natural response is sharp. Ethan, bad boy, we do not push. Your intention is good. You want to protect the other child and stop the pushing. But those words do not tell Ethan what happened inside him, what to do next time, or how to make it right. They only tell him what he is. A toddler does not analyze your sentence. He feels, Mum's face changed. I am in trouble. Maybe I am bad. And once shame enters, learning shuts down. Young children have big emotions before they have strong breaks. The parts of the brain that help with waiting, stopping an impulse, and thinking through consequences are still developing. So when your child is flooded with anger or frustration, their emotional alarm is much louder than their thinking skills. This does not mean the behavior is okay. It means your child needs 2 things at the same time: a clear boundary and help to calm enough to learn. That is co-regulation. Your calm face, lower voice, and simple words tell their nervous system. The limit is real, and the relationship is still here. This is not permissive parenting. Permissive says, you are upset, so I will remove the limit. Calm parenting says, you are upset, the limit is still here, and I will help you through it. Do not make the child carry the identity of the behavior. Use this sequence. Name what happened. Hold the limit. Name the feeling underneath. Teach the next skill and repair. If you remember nothing else, remember this line. You can be angry. I won't let you hit. All feelings are allowed. Not all actions are safe. If this is already helping you see your moments differently, subscribe to Still Hours Parenting. We do calm, science-backed support for real parents in real moments. Here are the script's parents screenshot. Scenario 1. Hits you for another biscuit. Instead of, no, bad boy, what is wrong with you? Try. I won't let you hit me. You are angry because you wanted another biscuit. The answer is still no. I am staying close while your body calms. Later, when calm. When you are angry, you can say, I'm mad, or push against the wall. You may not hit. Scenario 2. Draws on the wall. You see purple across the paint. You are tired. Instead of bad girl, try. Crayons are for paper, not the wall. I see purple marks. You will help me clean it, and then I will put the crayons away for now. Firm, connected to the action, and a path back. Scenario 3. Refuses to share at a birthday party and everyone is looking. Do not perform discipline for the room. Public shame is not better teaching because other adults approve of it. Get close. Use fewer words. I won't let you push. You are not ready to share this toy. I will hold it while we help your body settle. Later. You really wanted to keep playing. Pushing hurts. Next time say, I'm using it or come get me. Scenario 4. Cries at daycare drop-off. Instead of, stop being dramatic, try, you did not want me to leave. You are sad. I will be back after snack. Your teacher will keep you safe. Specific language gives your child a map. And this works for praise too. Instead of only, good boy, describe the action. You waited while I helped the baby. You were angry. And you kept your hands safe. Now they learn what they did, not just if you approved of who they are. Trap 1. Replacing bad child with a long lecture. Your toddler throws a truck, and you explain respect, money, and kindness for 2 minutes. A flooded child cannot use a 10-sentence lesson. In the hard moment say, I won't let you throw the truck. I am moving it. That is enough. Teach later. Trap 2. Avoiding the boundary to avoid shame. I know you are having a hard time, sweetheart. Maybe you did not mean it, but the sibling was still hit. Say both truths. You were very angry, and hitting your sister is not okay. I will help you calm down, and we will check on her. Trap 3. Asking, are you a good boy or a bad boy? Even to motivate, this teaches them to live by a label. Say what you want to see. Hands stay gentle. Feet stay on the floor. Try again with a calm voice. One hard moment does not define your relationship. Repair does not need a dramatic speech. When you are both calm, get close and say, I called you a bad boy earlier. That was not the right way to speak to you. You are not bad. Hitting is not okay, and I will always stop you from hitting. I was angry and I used words that hurt. Next time I will talk about what happened, not call you a name. Can we try that moment again? That does not weaken your authority. It shows your child what responsibility looks like. Notice the harm. Own your part. Repair. Practice a better response. Then replay it. You wanted the toy. Show me what your hands can do instead. Model it. My turn, please. Chapter 7. The phrase for you, 10-20. Sometimes bad boy comes out because your nervous system is overloaded. Late, baby crying, dinner burning. Give yourself a replacement phrase too. My child is having a hard moment. I am having a hard moment. I can make this smaller. Then do only the next step. Move the unsafe object. Block the hit. Lower your voice. One sentence. I won't let you hurt me. If you cannot stay calm, create safety. I am too upset to speak kindly. I am taking one breath while I stay nearby. Then return. I got overwhelmed. I am here now. So next time, remember, pause. Stop what is unsafe. Name what happened. Name the feeling. Keep the boundary. Teach the next skill. Repair and reconnect. Try. You are angry. I won't let you hit. That choice was not safe. Let's make it right. You are having a hard time. You are not a bad child. I love you, and I will not let you hurt people. Your child does not need to believe they are good every second. They need to know their worth is not cancelled by a hard moment. They need boundaries strong enough to keep people safe, and connections steady enough to help them learn. If this helped, share it with another parent who needs it today. And tell me in the comments, which word slips out in your house? Bad, naughty, difficult, or dramatic? Comment that one word and I will reply with a replacement phrase for you.